Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located just down the street from all the shiny lights on the strip. The Super Bowl's gonna happen about a mile away in a couple months. Pretty darn cool. And you can also check out our great big car show that we have every Saturday morning at celebritycars.com. It's located just down the street. Hey, speaking of car shows, speaking of taking one to the car show, hey, let me do this first. I come equipped with things today. I've got a yellow rag and got this really cool magnet, just so we're all square. These fenders are fiberglass. The whole front end is metal. And the whole body is metal as well. Metal, 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 back to fiberglass. Nothing. And there you have it. I don't need to go all the way around the car now, do I? Folks, I'm your living, breathing condition report here at Celebrity Cars. I'm the guy that fills you in on all the scratches and if there's any rust or any of that kind of stuff with our automobiles that we sell. You can read all about this particular car and what all's been done to it, because obviously it is not stock 1932 Ford. 1932 Ford, folks. It's got a great big 351 Windsor in it. That's about all the facts that I know, aside from fiberglass and metal. It's super straight everywhere. The paint doesn't look like, one fender was painted, 1 year and a couple of years later another fender was painted. Same goes for the body. It's all one nice burgundy, like a maroon and then a good burgundy on the sides. The headlights and all the aluminum and steel up front here is in beautiful shape. I mean, this grille is just about perfect. The chrome is in real nice shape. Come on up here and you could just see a little bit of probably stuff that can be buffed out. There's, a small little mark in the little cloudiness right here. I'm kind of sure that could get buffed out. It might be from, touching the hood, I'm not really sure. And then the rest of the little marks in the paint up here on the front are, boy, they're slim to none. I mean, barely even any marks in the clear coat. If I touch it, it's clean, but it could definitely use a clay bar just for some extra love. Same thing here in this location on this side. So, but it's very faint. Are you going to lose any car show points because of it? I highly doubt it. But I just wanted to point out these two locations here, just a little faint in the paint. I think it can be polished. All up here, this all looks absolutely terrific. I did see in the trunk, if you will, a real trunk, the leather trunk in the back are the windshield wipers. But hopefully you don't drive this in the rain. But the windshield wipers do come along with the car. Up here, this leather is in absolutely beautiful shape. I don't know when this was installed. Obviously, it's newer to the car. I'm pretty sure that's not an original piece of leather up here. But there's no weirdness around it. There's no weird paint. It's not all scratched up around the edges. It's in super shape. This back window, that's glass. And looks terrific. All back here, all this trim around here. There's no weird, loss of paint anywhere. You can see the reflection of the chest into this paint back here, as odd it is to see, but I'm just showing, the reflection talks a lot about the paint. Obviously the paint back then didn't give you a mirror finish like this does, but I'm kind of standing here having a talk with myself, just staring at the corner of, there's the camera over the shoulder. Yeah, it's beautiful, folks. It's really beautiful. And believe it or not, like I said, a slight clay bar and a nice polish and wax. Actually, no polish, just wax. Wow, this thing will really, 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 really shine up. But the chrome door handles are in really nice shape. They all work just fine. This has an upgraded sound system in it as well. I'll show you that once we go for the ride, because we're going to drive this down the road. And another thing too, stay tuned. Don't split from this video. I'm going over scratches and stuff. But when we go for a ride, I'm going to get it up to speed. Normally our trips in cars are pretty small. We only get up to about 50 miles an hour, and by the time we do that, I hit the brakes and, you know, just give you a little idea, checking out the brakes, the transmission and stuff in cars. But I want to see the gear ratio in this one and see if we can get up to speed. Like, you know, you want to go to California for a car show, or you want to get on the highway for a while. Is it going to, you know, blah, blah. So we'll find that out together, because I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this has got some pretty good overdrive going on. Every once in a while, I'll just see some light stuff, and I was going to point something out right there, but it wiped away with my cloth. So I'd like you to know also, while I'm doing this, I'm trying to find a chip in the paint. I know we don't want to find one, but trying to find one just to show you how detailed I'm trying to be here, so you know what's going on with this ride. But I don't see any. This chrome up front is in beautiful shape. Just slight patina to it. It definitely needs a clay bar on there. It's a little rough, but this shows up really, really nice. This chrome is super nice. I mean, come on, look at this. If you're not seeing anything really well that I'm showing you right now, you can go to Celebrity Cars to see a bunch of pictures on all these angles as well. But it just looks like a couple fingerprints got up here. But folks, I mean, overall, this is, sorry, still, again, I'm trying to find, here we go. Here's two marks. There's one right here, and there's one right here. So I'm just trying to point out that there are very few marks on this car. Here's my first wheel, front driver's side. There's no curb rash. It's a beautiful steel wheel. All down here, this is just dust laying. There aren't any heavy marks from anybody standing here scratching it up. This is where you get in and out of the car. This is a nice rubber, and it's all in really, really great shape. And yeah, you're not gonna mark this up. Here's another chip down here. Let's point that out. This is just a simple one getting in and out of the car. And then over here, I see a slight little mark right here. But all of these doors match up so nicely. This car's too cheap. It's too cheap. I see a couple fingerprints just getting in and out of the car, but they wipe away real nice back to completely original paint, or you know, back to the paint, no scratches, no nothing. There's no dings along here. I got the reflection going on again. I mean, I'm looking up at Quincy right now. It's just, this is just awesome. The glass has got a real nice tint to it. The gaskets seem just fine around all the windows. We'll open it up in just a minute. All these windows, jeez. Okay, back here on this fender, the most minor little mark right there. You could probably barely even see it. And this rear wheel here, no curb rash, beautiful chrome steel, just perfect. Okay, all back here. We talked about back here for a minute. I kind of sort of have this open just a little bit so you can see little extras you get along with this sucker. This strap is fine. I'd be very careful with it. Unfortunately, this one did break, so bummer, but okay. I'm gonna hold this up. It stays up by itself. In here, we have a couple tools, a couple spare belts. It's nice and clean in here. Here are the windshield wipers I spoke about. 1, 2. I don't know if all the other components to put the windshield wipers on, if needed anything. I'm just showing you. Here's your 2 windshield wipers. And then in here, looks like we've got some kind of maybe nose cover and a really cool mallet. There you have it, nice and clean. Super, super cool. All right. Close this back up. This didn't line up earlier. Here we go. All right. Cool. This one will keep it down. All back here, all this paint, exhaust coming out of the back. This chrome is just beautiful. All down here, the bottom of this. Maybe a little touch-up paint was put on this many years ago. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. Just a little mild mark in the black down here, but really, again, nothing that's gonna keep you from any points at a car show. Yeah, this rear bumper is just bored straight right across. Okay, rear wheel and tire, no curb rash. Let's get the front one out of the way. A little crud left over from the last car. Oh, okay, I found something. Here we go. Looks like this rubbed up against something at some point. Somebody put some touch-up paint on it. It's a little rough along here. Hopefully you can see this. I'll bet that was probably difficult to find even during photos. But there's a little rough along here. You barely notice it at all unless you're down here staring at it. Nice job of covering that up. All the rest of this is just beautiful, untouched. Okay. I'm gonna throw this down on the floor, and I'm gonna show you this 351 in here. This is all very easily manageable and tastefully done with some stands. I'll hold this up for just a minute, Quincy, so you can get a good view of the top of the motor. Sure. Yes, this does have air conditioning. I'm going to leave this up for a moment just so you can see. Such a cool display at a car show. Looks like we've got a little chip down here too. So that's all really hidden down there, but here we go, right there. Sorry, Quincy, to stick my hand in here. And well, we'll leave that up for now. And I'm gonna walk around and open up all these doors. Folks, these doors work great. You gotta give a good slam and a good slam, but old school interior. It's had a lot of love, folks. It's nice and clean in here. It wasn't just cleaned. It didn't sit in a barn forever. This whole vehicle has been in a nice climate controlled storage environment and driven quite a bit. Folks, sometimes you just get lucky with cars that we get in here, and we've got a couple really nice clients that have very large car collections, and every once in a while they want to move on so they can go to the next, so they can move on to the next car. This thing runs fantastic. These seats, I don't know, Quincy, just so you can do a little testament. Have you ever felt leather this nice before? I mean, let's be real. This is like a wax leather. I don't even know how to explain it. It's not gonna, I always do this so you can hear and can kind of sort of watch the moisture. This is so much moisture, it's almost wet to touch. It's beautiful. And then obviously you have this velourish this super, super comfy. And this is very drivable, folks. I'll explain to you. Oh yeah, look at the ceiling. Look at the headliner. It's all done and it's beautiful. None of it's drooping. This is just a really, really nice build. Oh, okay, so we've got speakers sticking out of the walls back here. Obviously aftermarket. And let's crank down one of these windows at least. And that's as far down as that window goes. I would presume that's as far down as they go on both sides. It looks like you can open that back window. I'm not gonna play with it though. But okay, so while I'm over here real quick, I tried to use this remote earlier for the stereo system. The stereo system is up here. I did get it going and I did get music coming out of it because I'm not real familiar with playing with these aftermarket sound systems. But the gauges in here, we'll look at them again once we get outside, but these gauges are beautiful. This it's not fake wood, folks. It's the real deal. Carpets are in fabulous shape. It's just super, super cool. I don't know what the sticker is, but I'll pull it out here. Okay, I'm gonna come over there real quick. These doors, they work just as well. I don't know why I didn't roll down either of those windows, but I'm pretty sure we're in good shape. Just let me roll this one down real quick, just to make sure it stops where the other one stops. Oh no, this one goes down. Not all the way as well, but you know, that's plenty far enough. It probably goes down all the way. I'm just a little, I don't want to play with it. Very nice. Okay. Well, the windows work good, folks. Yeah, if you just look around the build here, the chrome, there's a little patina in the chrome right inside the door. I just put a smudge there. I lost my rag. I threw it over the floor over there on the outside, but a little patina on the chrome here. But all of this is it's such great. Everything's on here real good. These body panels aren't getting ready to fall off. Little patina along here too. You can see the door handles. They go way back. That's super cool. It's got a marble handle on it. Wow. Super neato. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start this because I got a couple doors open and stuff like that. You guys have kind of gotten used to the sound of my voice here, and so in conjunction with what this sounds like, I don't have a speaker up there. I just got one in right underneath my chin here. Well, let's hear what this sounds like here. Yeah, it's a V8. Sounds like a V8. And I've got my vintage air controls right here in front of my face as well. So we talked about that a minute ago, that yeah, this sucker has air conditioning. There's speakers down here too on the left and right of where my knees would be as well. But again, we'll turn this sound system on once we get in the car. Cool, and see if we could do one more thing here, because I don't know when I'm going to get to this. Okay, if you could look down here, it looks like there's an exhaust that you can open up. I don't really know how that works, but you see what I'm saying. Sorry, folks, I don't know a whole lot about these old cars and their exhaust. But Quincy, one more time, if we could, yeah, come on, please come back here. I don't think you're going to need any extra light, and show the undercarriage just a little bit before I get a chance to get it up on a lift. But it looks kind of sort of new under there, folks. Look at the suspension, that rear differential cover, all the chrome that's actually down here as well. Looks like a 2.5 inch or 3 inch exhaust back there. I guess 2.5 inch. It's just beautiful. Super cool. Okay, there you go. So we're gonna hop in the sucker. We're gonna take it do a little different. Instead of just driving real slow around the building, we're gonna get up to speed and see how that gear ratio works out for all of us. Okay, stick around, we'll be right back. Hi folks, okay, so as promised, we're in the 32 Ford. It's a little small in here, so the videoing could be a little challenging, so just gonna have to bear with us for a minute. Okay, the car is off. I'm gonna fire it up. I don't know if you heard that or not. My sound system is up here. I turned it on earlier I didn't have to screw with it during the video, but it's not an award-winning sound system, but it sounds very good for the speakers. That it's plenty of music, make you very happy. It's not a crappy sound at all, because there's 2 speakers down there, and then 2 behind me in the side walls, and I don't know if there are any more or not. But yeah, nice sound system. Okay. What's next that I wanted to talk about? Well, we got a water temperature gauge in here. We have oil pressure gauge. We've got our odometer in here. We've got our RPM gauge. We have volts and we have fuel. And that's pretty much it. And down here, we've got a really cool air conditioning system. I'm going to turn it on to see if we can definitely tell if we've got air conditioning or not. I would presume we do, but I'm just checking it out here. All right, there's that. I'm going to crank it all the way up. Yeah, can you feel it on your feet? Oh yeah. I'm not real convinced it's very cold at the moment though, so let's just give it another second. Okay, we're going to revisit the air conditioning. Okay. I'm going to kill that, turn that off, go over here and make sure I'm doing all the right things. Okay, give us a call about the air conditioner. Everything's all here, the plumbing's all here, probably just needs some Freon and just a charge. I'm just letting you know as of right now, I'm not real confident in the air conditioning working, but you know, it's important to you. Make sure you address that with us. It does, again, it has a full vintage air system. It's just not real cold coming out, but it's cold outside right now, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That concerns you, give us a buzz. Okay, so my foot's on the brake. I'm gonna reach down here, put it into drive. RPM dropped a bit. I'm sitting here with my foot on the brake. I'm about 900 RPM. So we're gonna do a little cruise here. This is gonna be a little different. Just go through the gears and stuff, and then we're gonna take a pause, and I'm gonna get down the street and get this up to speed and see what the gear ratio is like and rear end and stuff. So I'll shut up.
You like watching your stuff?
Hey, well, that's nice. That's cool. All right. Real nice, obviously a little small shift kit in it because it real nice shift in the second. Third is very smooth. Wow, this is just so nice to drive. Okay, my foot's on the brake. I haven't used the brake. I'm going to pump it a little bit, and now I'm going to hit it pretty hard. 3, 2, and 1. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! All right, I'm pretty sure my both front tires locked up. You know, we don't have traction control or anything like that in this, so, but we didn't stall. My RPM's down to about 700, something like that. My foot's on the brake. We're not stalling. We're doing good. The fuel gauge is doing a little rocking around the clock, but it's all good. Okay. Back on the gas. We're going to go over 2 speed bumps right here. Might have heard a small rub there. I'm not sure. Foot on the brake. Over 1 speed bump. No weird. It's pretty nice, actually. Brakes work really good. They just happen to lock up the front tires, but they're not real warmed up yet. We'll try them again real quick when we get back. Okay, so we're going back out. We're going out on the road here. We're going to get up to speed for the first time. But back there, we were only at about 35 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. Now we're going to get cruising. Let's see what this is like, say, if we're driving to LA. It's very, very windy today. So you can definitely hear a lot more wind coming into the vehicle. The steering and suspension is absolutely awesome. I can see everything really clearly.
I think the rattling is because my door's not closed.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if the doors are closed all the way. You know how hard it is to get these doors shut, so it could, one of them could be left open there, just a little. You want to just keep filming? I mean, we can. We're getting ready to make this right. But open up your door and slam it shut real good there, would you? I can do it for you. Oh, yeah, that kind of sounds like it makes a difference. I'm going to do that to mine as well, just in case we screwed it up. Okay, my right turn signal's on. I don't see anything blinking in here, so I'm not really positive that's doing something. Oh, okay, that wasn't very nice. Okay. I'm going to stay over here in this lane. I'm going to get up to speed. Well, this isn't a bumpy road either. This is a very smooth road, folks. My steering is like board straight. Yeah, I'm not so sure I have overdrive. I'm doing 55 miles an hour. Oh, the wind is fun. I'm doing 55 miles an hour, and this is a beautiful cruiser. You're gonna get up 65, 70 miles an hour. It's probably not the best idea, but it's possible on a windy day. It's a windy ride. This is a windy ride. This is a very windy day. Sorry. I'm back. I've been on the brake for like the last 10 seconds. Super smooth. My brake pedal isn't wobbling with you know, a wheel or a bearing or a rotor. It's super smooth. Now the steering column does separate my left foot from my right. An emergency situation, you can't get your right foot over there very fast. So you kind of sort of just have to have your left foot linger near the brake just in case of any, emergencies that you need to make. But I think we can kind of sort of wrap up the video. I mean, I don't think it needs to be this long. Quincy, just show them what we're driving on here real quick. We're now on the south side of Las Vegas Boulevard, heading south. And I heard first, second, third gear. I'm not experiencing an overdrive here at all. I'm gonna actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. We're in drive. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm doing, how much here? I'm doing about 50 miles an hour, and it's really effortless to drive this. Yeah, here comes a sandstorm. You just see how smooth this is. I do not feel an extra shift for the highway, so I would say the gears are, mid threes, I would guess. Like I don't know how to explain it, but this is very nice for a highway, folks. If you're going to get up to 80 miles an hour, which you shouldn't, in an older car like this, you might be cruising at a much bigger, higher RPM. I should have looked at the RPMs as I was cruising here, but I'll give one more shot to do it, if Quincy's okay to keep filming. My right turn signal's on. Oh, I can hear the turn signal now. Oh, I did for a moment. I'm going to cancel the turn signal off. Oh, had a little sputter there, but we're fine. Carbureted motors waking up. My temperature cruising around right now is 150. Let's get up to 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm only at about 1,800 RPM at about 50 miles an hour, folks. So this is pretty much normal car stuff. Take my foot off the grate of the gas, you can kind of feel it. Super nice. I'm just talking too much now, just babbling. It's just an extra long video, folks. I wanted to make sure that you could tell that this could cruise down the road real nice. That's it. That's all I got. 702-818-1031. If you have any additional questions, we'd be happy to hear from you. If you've got any additional questions, we'll help you figure it out. Andrew and Ryan are ready to take your call. Thanks a lot. See you next time.